We're live. Good evening. Welcome to Hold and Give. I am Ross Tweddell. We are here to react to what should be a fantastic football evening. Real Madrid versus Manchester City at the Etihad. I've said that the wrong way around. Real Madrid versus Manchester City versus Real Madrid at the Etihad. That's how it should go. How's everybody doing in the chat? Let me just get this loaded up. Where are we? Lovely. Got no sound again today, so that's, of course, watching on BT Sport a blessing sometimes, but I would rather be able to hear the commentary. Even though there'll be endless Maccas this, Fletcher's that. Load of shit. Oh, I can't swear, can I? Oh dear. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Emmett, good evening. Long time no see. Indeed, it must be upwards of 2 to 3 hours. I don't know how long ago it was now. Tony got off very lightly. That's the thing you always mention when it comes to the sports, the betting bans in the soccer. Goes back to the likes of Joey Barton and stuff, and Joey Barton getting however long he got for however many bets he did. Ivan Toney did a hell of a lot more betting than, for example, Joey Barton. I'm sure there's more examples out there, but Joey Barton's the one that top of my mind. And yeah, if we're doing it on a pro rata basis, I think that's the way it should be done, shouldn't it? If he's done it that many times. 8 months seems quite lenient. And it also depends what time of the year this 8 months is going to happen. Because imagine if it started at the end of May. June, July, August, a quarter of it gone. Nearly half of it gone, sorry. Straight away without no games of football being played. So we'll have to see what happens there. Anyone know in the chat actually when it starts? This big old ban for Ivan Toney? I'd love to know. Good evening, TSSLV, Jai, hello. Alex Reddo. Alex Reddo now, he's said he's got a Chinese chippy. It starts now. So there you go. He's missing three months already. He's getting 3 months for free. That's not right. He can't play again until January the 16th. Very interessant. As I get a message on here. Is it a crucial message? No. It's just a picture of a dog. A very nice dog. Everyone like the dog? A beautiful boxer. A beautiful boxer. Beautiful. Yeah, that's not right though. If it's starting right now, that is not right at all. I've just realised I haven't shared the stream on Instagram, so let me quickly do that unprofessionally on my phone while on the stream. How's everyone doing? Toadsko, hello. Sen, hello. How am I? Says Alfie Younger. I'm completely fine. No complaints. Be a nice day of doing that there. Soccer content. Had the old Hartlepool United stream on Twitch. 3 PM BST every week. Be there next week or be square. Unless you've got a job, which is fair enough over here in the UK. And then we did a video going through our top 4 predictions, which is live on this channel now. So if you want to go and watch that now, you've got time before kickoff. My cell phone and Joel going through our top 4 predictions. Predicting the results of solely, I say solely, just the Liverpool games, the Brighton games, the Man United games, and the Newcastle games to see who will finish in the top 4. I am happy with how things went in that predictions video, let me tell you. But there was some resistance put up by the likes of Joel. So it makes for a good discussion there. That's on the channel now. I won't be offended if you go and watch that instead of me just sitting here waffling along, saying now, prediction for Newcastle tomorrow. It's terrifying. I'm going to go for both teams to score, Newcastle win, just. Because one of the stats I say in that video, which is an incredible stat, is that since Eddie Howe took over Newcastle, and Newcastle had games in the evening at home, Eddie Howe has drawn 2 and won the last 9 in a row, or something like that. So that's my hope. Because it's in the terrifying thing is it's in Newcastle's hands. They could bottle it just like Arsenal bottled the Premier League. Share. Copy link. Sorry for doing this. I forgot to do it earlier. So yeah, the fact that Newcastle have got it in their own hands and just need 6 points from the next 3 games. Brighton at home, Leicester at home, Chelsea away. Ooh! Oh! Hopefully they'll just win tomorrow and then beat beat Leicester, and that'll be it. It'll be over. Go down to Chelsea. Have a nice day. But knowing Newcastle like I do, that probably won't happen. 2-1 says Adam Telford. I'll go for something like that. Something like that seems very, very likely. Not very likely. Quite likely. I don't know. Quite likely. Let me change that account. Go there. I feel like such an old man doing this on stream. Paste. I wonder what absolute bollocks they're chatting at the minute. On my screen now, we've got Jake Humphrey, Ferdinand, Lescott, and Owen prowling round the pitch. Prowling. And Michael Owen's talking more than most, it would seem, which is not good news for anybody either working for BT Sport or watching. Because he's the worst. He's the worst. And he's live. Come and watch the match with him. I should probably put go. It's written down Coke. Coke can watch the match with him. Go. Let's be direct with folk. Go and watch the match with him. Your story. Lovely. Right, that's the admin out of the way. Good evening, Seth. Analysing John Stones' performance in this new role. Scary how well City just adapt. What is John? He's been playing more of a CDM, hasn't he? I've not been on top of the football for a while. Terrible thing to say as a man who's got this football Chanel. Someone explain to me, better than Michael Owen ever could, what John Stones' new role actually is. Michael Owen is duller than ocean grey paint. Ocean grey paint sounds like a shade of paint I would use in my flat. As you can tell by the grey. There's a grey desk here. There's another grey wardrobe here. Love a bit of grey. Up the grey. Up the grey indeed. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. T-Lady. That's a very interesting new position for John Stones to take up. CDM with the ball, then without he goes into centre-back. Thank you very much. Concise. I like it. That hardly sounds revolutionary though, does it? But you never think of anyone actually doing that with the defenders, do you? It seems quite obvious when you've got the ball going forwards, one of your centre-half steps up and becomes another option. When you're going back the other way... It's like an episode of Grey's Anatomy. I should say, just in case you're not following, because I've just seen Daniel Harland come on down. Just followed a Hold and Give on the Instagram. Search on Twitter and on Instagram, Hold Give. That's where you can follow this and you can see all the uploads and live streams and shorts and all that bollocks that happens when you do things on the YouTube and the Twitch and other things to boot. That's Hold Give, one word, on Twitter and Instagram. Things are in motion now. We're flying. It's been a busy week. And next week's going to be even busier because it's a double wrestling pay-per-view week, which is terrifying. Terrifying. Double or Nothing and Night of Champions. That was the one. Clash of Champions. The bit where the champions do the wrestling in Saudi Arabia to give it its full title. That's going to make things even busier. Ding dong. Ding dong indeed. It's a similar role to the new role Trent has got with Liverpool. It's used quite a lot with inverted fullbacks. Just seems more full on than just being inverted. Ooh. Good evening, Larry. Jai, you there? Dean Ferguson. It's all happening. Might do an Instagram stalk of these people live on the street and pass some time. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. That's cruel. That's cruel. Why did I decide on Hold and Give? Because it's part of the greatest song, potentially, in football history. In terms of football songs, the lyrics Hold and Give are part of the greatest one. In my opinion. I can't play it now, obviously, but for those unaware, search World in Motion from Italia 90. The official England song, I guess it was, although I'm not too sure. Oh, God, Streamlabs. I forgot about the old Streamlabs. Thank you, Emmett, for reminding me. I'm sure it's a fantastic one-liner incoming. Still new to this setup at home. He's there. What do you call a dog that does magic? Let's see if anyone can get it in the chat. What do you call a dog that does magic? This is a super chat from Emmett. Thank you very much. Mike, thank you for following us on Instagram. It is when John Barnes raps. You've got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. You can't be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. We're waiting for answers on the joke here. Sing it for England, England indeed. What do you call a magic... Emmett. I appreciate the donation. Thank you very much. But 2 people out of 2 people guessing have got the answer. I think it's time to go back to the drawing board, Emmett, with these one-liners. I'm going to throw that out there, otherwise I'll be fiddling with it the entire night. A bottle cap, just in case you're wondering. Oh, Jay, just look up a couple answers. Oh, let's look at recent subscribers. On the Hold and Give YouTube channel, we've got a James SAFC Ramsey. I did a video last night. I said I was going to do it on the stream last night, and I did it. I had one singular bottle of Star of Ramen, and I was feeling a bit wistful, a bit sentimental. Thank you, Andrew Collins, for following us on the gram. And I was, because we watched the end of the Sunderland game last night where they got beat off Luton. Didn't get to the playoff final, will be in the Championship next season. And I was like, Sunderland fans, you've got now to worry about. Here's why. And that video has gone down okay. I mean, in terms of this channel, it might just be the most viewed video ever. It might beat the 10k I got for Gareth Southgate bollocks during the World Cup. But I was, there was a fair few Mackhams in the chat and they were all being quite kind, which was nice. Because I know for a fact if Newcastle lost a big game like that and then, you know, I saw Sunderland fans saying, don't worry, I'd be like, no, yo, go away, nothing to do with you. Teams are in: Edison, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Rodri, Gundogan, Silva, and I missed the final 3. There'll be Silva, Grealish, De Bruyne, Haaland, I imagine. Hopefully. They're getting rid of Mowbray? They can't be. Tony Mowbray had them punching well above their weight this season. The average... I did a little bit of research for that video. Thank you, Thranthony. Follow us on the gram. They had 17 players in their first team squad under the age of 23 this season. It's incredible that they got to where they got to. You seen the UEFA tweet repeating the final? No. What's that UEFA tweet about? Harry Kane's got to move in the summer. He can't stay at Spurs anymore. He's got to leave Spurs. He's got to go somewhere else. It's probably going to be Manchester United in it. Prediction pre-eyebrow raise and post-eyebrow raise? Well, Ancelotti's is like that all the time, isn't it? Just like constantly. Can I do that way? Can't do it the other way around. I can lift my left eyebrow for a people's eyebrow. I can't lift the right one. Nah, not going to happen. Well, I guess it would go down as one eyebrow raise for Carlo Ancelotti, would it not? I think the lowest we can finish Palmo Lord is 6th. Mathematically speaking. That means we've got Europa League at the very least. We don't want that. We want Champions League. Socks the waving cat. I hope it's abroad, just because Alan Shearer's Premier League goal scoring record would stay intact for a little bit longer. So at the moment, Kane is definitely going to break it. I don't know what weird bollocks that show keys stuff is. Emmett, you're not welcome to look at my keys. And I don't know why you would want to anyway. You weirdos. You bloody weirdos on the Twitch. You bloody weirdos. Do 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 do. Jack and Owen might be getting relegated. Are they still going now? I imagine they will be. Starting at 6 PM. I was about to ask who you support, Palmo Lord, but the Palmo bit gives it away. And the quick mental arithmetic of working out what year it was 17 years ago. Hep the better, as they like to say in Middlesbrough. Up the batter, hep the batter, hep the batter. Pep is currently on the screen. I wonder what bollocks he'd be chatting. Well, if they're losing 2-0 to Leeds, they deserve to go down. They deserve to go down. You can't be losing 2-0 to Leeds like that. Even though they must be in like 2030 or something like that. Some ridiculous year in the future. Who goes down? Well, should we do a video? Oh, I might just do a solo one for that. That could be tomorrow's video. So I'll save my thoughts and opinions for then. Because we had obviously the 3 men for the predictions video today, and it was a bit weird, bit hard, you know? Trying to get to a decisive thing between 3 different people. We should have probably, you know, hindsight being as good as it is, come to the table with our results already plugged into the predictor, going through each prediction and then showing the 3 different league tables at the end. But, you know, you can't have everything in the world, can you? I think 2 of the 3 spots are confirmed already. We should give away one of my predictions. Wolves can't go down. I'd be terrified if I was an Everton fan. With that new stadium and the potential of getting relegated, that could be a disaster for them. Like, more of a disaster than it normally is for any normal football team. And with their spending over the past... I know they've had to stop spending over the past 2 years, 3 years. But that would be terrifying, that, as a fan. Thank you, Mohammed. Leicester going to be raiding this summer. Well, they're losing Tielemans, aren't they, already? Before anything's happened. And I think Maddison will be at Newcastle next season. Just because our sporting director was there watching the game the other day. The Moon is a Star, Sunderland are not going up. Sunderland are staying where they are. Yeah, I think Newcastle will look at either, well, definitely Maddison, but also potentially Barnes is another name that I've seen linked to Newcastle. Harvey Barnes. Hello, Mr. Scuders. Thank you for your donation. I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you're doing well also. Madison screams a Newcastle signing. Yeah, he's a quality player, and just to keeping him fit is the issue, it seems. Seems to get injured more than most. Not Ashley Barnes. He's on a free transfer there. A free transfer there. A free transfer, though. If this was still Mike Ashley's Newcastle, I'd be saying, yeah, we probably will sign Ashley Barnes on a free transfer. Terrifying. Ross, would you allow Eddie Howe into your house to use the lavatory? I would let him do anything. He seems like quite a lovely, clean man. That's a weird thing to say. He seems like a clean man. I reckon even when he's in somebody else's house, Eddie Howe uses a toilet seat cover. Just whaps them out his satchel. Puts it down. And I reckon he washes his hands for precisely 60 seconds on the dot every time. He seems like that sort of fella. You should take Milner. Nah, we had him. Don't want him, don't need him. Excuse me. Peter Beardsley's chin is the next keeper signing. It covers the entire goal. Eddie Howe's a lovely man, as long as he's not asked about Saudi Arabia. Well, that's not his position to answer those questions, I'm sorry. I think it's bollocks when the journalists throw it at him. Or fans. What are you meant to do? I had no say in the takeover. I'd say Eddie Howe is dead to me for not taking the Celtic job, but Postecoglou hasn't done too badly. Wow. He seems like a good manager, him. He seems like someone that gets you on side quite easily. Got the unique issues of live spoilers. Can see the Etihad from my living room and hear the cheers. Wow, before they're on the TV. How interesting. What's it like, a 3, 4? Your bed's a bit dishevelled. It's not. It's made. There you go. It is actually made, look. Tremendous job. Naby Keita could be a good squad player. I never... There'll be Liverpool fans in the chat that say, oh, yeah, crazy. But I never saw anything to suggest he's a... When he was at Liverpool, I mean. He scored the odd good goal, didn't he? But neither here nor there for me as a footballer. I know he was part of a successful team, but he was never, like, one of the main reasons that successful team was successful for me. Controversial? I don't know. Not so Slim Shady must be going to the doctor soon if you're having 4-hour morning poos. Go and see a doctor. Phil Jones on a free. Oh, where's he going to go? What a miraculous career he's had. Lips of Duva accidentally shows Gimp mask. There's no Gimp mask there. Unfortunately. Unfortunately? Ooh. What was it with those wheel robbers on early tonight uploading on the other predicting 2 and wouldn't pick up enough points because we will? Is that you calling Scousers wheel robbers? Oof, that's terrible. Phil Jones is going to go to Wrexham? No. They can't afford him, surely. Oh, I can just see the flags at City now. Cheap imitation of places like Newcastle. Fan-generated projects like war flags. Corporately done like here by Manchester City. Disgusting. Makes you sick. Nah, we can't want Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jamie. He's never fit, is he? He's never fit. He's a good player, but he's never fit. Fair play, they've actually filled the stadium. Imagine not filling the stadium for a Champions League semi-final. I wonder if Man City give away comps like they do in the wrestling. In the rest of those big events, there's always paid attendance and then actual attendance. And I reckon Man City might do the same for games like this, just to make it look full. Is that right? Is it Ash Jamin? How interesting. Apparently Middle's better about a kick-off. Need a Tory suspension video. I might do one over the weekend. Just finding time now. Been quite nice, like taking half an hour at the end of the day just to rally the troops and get one shot, and then get myself home and get it uploaded. We've got a busy day on Friday. Busy day. Oh, they've got streamers as well. Oh, I don't know how I feel about the streamers. It's not a birthday party, it's a Champions League semi-final, for Christ's sake. Madrid have not travelled well, but then Spanish fans rarely do they? They've only got that little pocket in the top tier. Fun fact, Haaland played only 2 matches against my team in the Norwegian Premier Division. He still managed to score 8 goals. Which team is that in the Norwegian Premier Division? Because that'll be my team from the Norwegian Premier Division. Toilet roll. Toilet roll indeed. Don't like the streamers. Not too bad. Tommy Wrestling. If you want to share the stream with your pals, share away. More the merrier. I think we're on 89 viewers at the moment, if my thing's not lying to me in front of me. Like Spike, by the way, just in time for kickoff. If you're not giving the stream a like. SK Brown is now officially my team in the Norwegian Premier Division. Oh, that's a big guy. I wish I had sound. I'd like to hear the crowd. Andrew Collins, how many away grounds have you been to, and have you got a favourite? I don't know how many I've been to. Oh, 96 viewers. Thank you for liking the stream if you have done, by the way. I can see 96 viewers on my thing in front of me here. And a chat rate of 9, whatever that means. I don't know. I don't think Adam's doing live streams tonight, no. Too sunny outside for a big game? I think that's how you know it's a Champions League semi-final in England. There's the team: Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Cruz, Benzema, Modric, Camavinga, Valverde, Vinicius, Rodrigo, who I called Rodrigo for many years until fairly recently. Because I'm an arsehole. That Valverde is a good player. I do like him. He played alongside Bellingham next year. That's funny how that all panned out. Liverpool thinking they've signed him for months and months and months. And then he goes to Real Madrid. Never been to Carrow Road. I'm trying to think. My favourite away day. Juventus is up there. They're new state. Well, it was new back then. When I went and watched them for England. I went to Celtic Park's a good one. Went and saw an England versus Scotland game there. In terms of Newcastle, I enjoyed Hull. Didn't so much enjoy the town, but I enjoyed the... I better get my scoreboard ready. Let's see if it works tonight. Oh, this is exciting. Right, I've got it away. Sort of in time with the ref at my 5. Yes, we're in time. Lovely. I've been to Wigan. I was at the Newcastle-Wigan game when... was he McManaman he was called? He absolutely murdered Haidara halfway up his leg. I've been to Wembley a few times. Went and watched Morpeth Town there, my hometown, in the FA Vars final. Didn't get a ticket for the Carabao Cup final. Nightmare. Yeah, I've never been to Leeds. I want to go to Dortmund. The Wankdorf. Is that what it's called? The Wankdorf. See the yellow wall and all that? No, I've never been to Burton. I've been to Leicester. Let's work my way down the country. I've been to Sunderland away, Middlesbrough away, Manchester City away, Liverpool away, Everton away, Hull away. I'm trying. Aston Villa away, Wigan away. Try to remember now. It's been a while. West Brom away. Never been to Birmingham. Try to think. I've been to the Riverside, not been to Swansea. I've been at the Camp Nou back in 2004 for a game. I was there last year for a tour. They'd removed the away section. I've been to Gateshead, yeah. Not for a proper game, though. Oh, Bernardo, what are you doing? Taking his eye off the ball. Never been to Carlisle. Where have I been? London, I've been to Chelsea. I've been to Crystal Palace. I've been West Ham. Upton Park, though. I've not been to the new stadium. Portsmouth. Yeah, we went down and went to Portsmouth. That was a 3-0 win. What a game it was. Anyway, there's a game on now. 2 minutes 25 played. Stones is stepping up there. There he is. It's such a simple tactic, but nobody does it like that. Having him push that high up. I guess you got to be worried about the counter-attack, haven't you? With him that high. But then when you play inverted fullbacks, do you need to be that worried? It's basically 3 centre-halves, isn't it? If you get it right. Hit that one, Kyle Walker. He's going for it. Over the Denver. And far away. Never been to Southampton. Or haven't in Waterlooville. I thought you were a Middlesbrough fan, Parmo Lord. Thought you would be to at least 3 or 4 stadiums in your time. Look at Stones there in the middle, surrounded by a triangle of Madrid players. Has anyone ever seen that video of a Kanji doing maths? Man City's left back tonight. Oh. That man can do maths. Mental arithmetic. Unbelievable scenes. That went out, did it not, De Bruyne? They're not getting the penalty for that either. What a dangerous ball he's just played. That's schoolboy stuff, that, from a Real Madrid player. I didn't see who it was. You never play the ball across your box like that. You taught that when you're like 5 years old? Oh, excuse me. Hit that one, De Bruyne. Nope, they're out to block him. At the back post. Militao away. Good defensive header, that. Oh. That's a foul. He did not get the ball there, surely. Sized him down there, referee. And that looked like a push. Oh, he's giving that one. I was going to say, he's going to let everything go. Haaland is angry. This on Bernardo Silva's a foul. Oh, did he get the ball? Fair enough. Watching it from behind, it just looked like he took the man out completely. Oh, there's angry Mancunians in the crowd. Angry men. My thing just skipped back here. That's where I am now. Haaland's in. Haaland's in. Round the keeper. Back. He's no one there. Why didn't he go after it by himself? Look at me asking questions of Haaland and his football decision making. Hit that one, Rodri, surely. Yep, yep. Oh. What a goal that would have been. He's a good player, that Rodri. There's some analysis for you. Rodri is a good football player. He shanked that shot wide. Raid! Good evening, everyone. A thing just flashed up on the screen there, the voice of Joleon Lescott. I've got to say, I'm devastated that I can't hear him. Devastated. My concurrent viewers just dropped down to 26. What's going on? Where's everybody gone? Am I doing that bad? Oh, it says 107 watching there. Lucky Raid Dust. The raid gave it a fright. It certainly has. 112. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hold and Give. Doing some watching along. It's jumped back up to 106 concurrent viewers for me. Thank you for joining. We're here to watch a game that's already been more exciting than yesterday's semi-final. The Milan derby. What an awful game that was. So bad I had to watch Sunderland. The first episode of the Hold and Give Football podcast is being recorded next week. Exciting news as I dive behind the thing like an amateur at this game. Just need to finalise a format. What am I drinking? A Mountain Dew Zero. A stupendous confectionery. Stones has got the ball now. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. Back into Rodri. Rodri out wide to Grealish. Can the Carve Master do anything? Up the Carves. He passes it back to Rodri. Rodri passes out wide to De Bruyne, who's picked up a dangerous position. He whips one in. It's headed away by Militao. Can Courtois claim? Yes, he can. I don't think I'll do Europa League tomorrow, Emmett. It'll be everywhere, the podcast. Garden Parks, I assume you are, but without the vowels. Matthew's not presenting the podcast. Matthew doesn't know football past 1999. Ask him anything post 1999, he's struggling. But it's not a solo podcast. It'll be me and Jack Atkins. Excuse me. Jack Atkins, who is a wonderful man. I enjoy him very much. The Carbs is out wide. Lovely little ball to Gundogan. Gundogan. I keep wanting to call him Gundogan because my girlfriend calls him Gundogan. Oh, Stones with a drive. Wide, wide, wide. Had 2 flights this week. The Cultaholic podcast has definitely helped. Looking forward to the footy one. Thank you, Hayden. Number Wang, indeed. I don't know why I said that. Well, it's written down there. Number Wang. Rodri now. Stones. Oh, this is terrible, this. Me thing keeps freezing. It's annoying. Stones might have passed the ball out wide, I'm not too sure. If they score now, I'm going to be bloody furious. Bloody furious. I'm going to have to reload. Oh no. Back inside, Rodri. Akanji out wide. It's frozen again for me here. Oh. You pay for a service and it doesn't deliver. Grealish, Haaland! Oh! It's off the line. Jesus. I'm now loads of seconds ahead. This is going to be impossible to keep track of. 10 seconds ahead somehow all of a sudden. Stones has got the ball out wide to Grealish. It's frozen again. This is having my life, this. I might have just missed a goal. Let's get BT Sport back on. Absolute travesty. Just waiting for the counter to match. Oh, this is annoying. Technology, eh? Oh yeah, pay for this. Sorry if you try to keep up via my scoreboard in the corner there. I've not got a link. I was debating doing that, Dale Davies, going after random footballers from the past and doing some form of interview with them. Grealish. Courtois punches away. Grealish again. Oh, he's taking them all on. Oh, he's tackled. Vinicius Jr. gives it away. Gundogan, nobody there. Desert Island goals. Nah, I don't know. If this ever became more of a part of my job, I think I'd go after interviews, but after living through Straight to Hell, whoa, they're a right mess on, so they are. Championship 01 manager let's play. Well, let me tell you, I do FIFA 23 every Wednesday. No, I just think Camavinga and his dark kit walked in front of the screen there. Not so Slim Shady. Walked in front of the camera. Good ball by De Bruyne, cut out by Militao. Coast to coast with Taribo West. Look at where Stones is again. Amazing. Straight to Hell ended because nobody watched. As is commonplace with me at the moment, but there we go. We're hanging on. Gundogan's got the ball. He's looking at Haaland, back stick. Too far. Straight out. What a nightmare. You rewatched the Straight to Hell with Brian Zane this morning. Bloody hell. That's a hell of a save, that, from Courtois. Keeping that out from that distance. I tell you who I want to win is Manchester City. Merely because they're from the English Premier League. And I like to see the Premier League be represented. Up the Premier League. Well, certain parts of the Premier League. What's happened here? Foul to Manchester City. Free kick in a dangerous position. Bit of whippage there. Drop it in the space between the wall and the goalkeeper. Or the defenders and the goalkeeper, I should say. Oh, thank you very much. See, Keo95. Ross supporting the other oil team, lol. I'd be supporting any English team if they were in the Champions League semi-final. Oh, De Bruyne's trying to do him with the eyes. Straight wide, though. Madrid played out from the back. I thought he didn't put enough on that Courtois. De Bruyne was loitering. Terrifyingly so. Terrifying. Even Sunderland. If Sunderland were in the Champions League semi-final, which is never going to happen, I'd be supporting them. Willing them on. I know it's not linked, but in my head, I always think that, like, when we're doing better in Europe as a league, better players come over here, which is complete bollocks. But in my head, that's what I tell myself. Because you go back to the days of Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United. Barcelona was still streets ahead of them, weren't they? Yeah, no, Dale Davies is not. Because it brings the rest of the channel down. There's a whole dark web-esque rule book about YouTube, which they don't tell you, but you work out over time. Honestly, if we could still do it, we would be, but we can't, so we don't. Got to pay them bills. De Bruyne now. Oh, what a tackle from Modric. He's a decent player. He's a decent player. I was at uni a few days ago and some lad near me was watching a Cultaholic video with me presenting. Bloody hell. De Bruyne's got it back. They've worked it well. Akanji. Haaland. What a fucking save. I don't care about YouTube. What a fucking save. Thibaut Courtois. Je ne sais quoi. Va va voom. Ooh la la. What a save that is. He's such a long boy. Oh. City should be one up here, at least. They've missed... Haaland's missed two amazing chances. But one was an amazing chance. The second was an amazing save. Oh. Look at those slow motion replays. Proper fingertips. Hooah. Oh, you just know in the second half now, Benzema's going to pop up one chance, one goal. I can't believe there's only been 21 minutes played. I feel like we've been sitting here for about an hour watching this game. Big game keeper indeed. I'm worried I said that too quickly. Big game keeper indeed. I know I said it right the first time, but I thought I'd just qualify. What a save that is, though. Grealish has got space. They're battering them here, City. Ref doesn't give a foul for that little trip. Rodri. Go on, just twat it. Out wide, though. Bernardo. Stones is centre forward for some reason. Now he's AMR. Oh, Silva! Goal! I'm shouting. The least they deserve, Man City. Bloody Nora. Let's change that. The longer that stayed 0-0, the more chance there would have been of Real Madrid just nicking it 1-0 on the night. He's done it with the eyes, is Bernardo. Faked to go one way, brought it back the other way. Courtois thinks he's going the first way. Good finish. Look at Stones there playing AMR. Football Manager talk. What a ball that is from De Bruyne. Oh! Oh, yes. I have the needle stuff from De Bruyne. Up the Premier League. Emmett absolutely hates Man City. I wouldn't be surprised if Man City started running away with the game now, because they've battered them for 25 minutes here. Well, 23, 24 minutes. But I was watching the highlights of that game a few years ago this morning. Imagine if we had one of those. 4-3. What happened with Jack and Owen? Nathan Garrett. I heard they were getting beat 2-0 off Leeds. Did they get relegated? I think Zidane would have been in charge when that happened. Going to be a City treble. Going to be interesting. I think they've got... I think if they win this game, they've got two of them in the bag. The Premier League and the Champions League. Because that game last night was... Oh, it was rough. I think whoever wins this game here tonight and goes through to the final, they are this season's Champions League winners. Quite easily. Modric gets it. No, he doesn't. Madrid haven't turned up yet. Look at Kanji go. Everyone's flying forward for Man City here. Oh, Bernardo's taking the piss out of them there. Haaland, outside the box. Oof. Not the first time he's ever had the shot outside the box. How close that was. I have to see a replay. Bang, bang. Oh, that didn't look too far away, that. Hep the better indeed. Aaron said that they're going to score soon. Grealish again. Excuse me, I shouldn't be on this much. Wake up, Ross, you silly man. Yeah, thrilling game this compared to last night, that's for sure. Madrid not turning up until the second half is the Madrid way, says Dale. Good point. They do seem to come on strong in the second half. I've been watching a lot of the US office. I nearly said that's what she said. Good evening, Stuart. Grealish now. Look at him go. What's happening here? Grealish and Bernardo are tearing them a new arsehole, Madrid. I still can't believe there's only been 28 minutes played. Madrid are rattled. Ancelotti looks bereft on the touchline. Rodrigo's just passed it straight out. What is going on? It must be this kit they're wearing. Oof, Edison took his time there. Carvajal's down. Play on, you softy. Advert there for Alkmaar versus West Ham. I don't think we're going to do a stream for West Ham tomorrow. What is Haaland doing there? Jumping up like a show pony. Where has this Akanji come from? A regular Bundesliga watcher. He was pissed for Dortmund. Always made mistakes. Interesting. I've got to be honest, I don't watch German football too often. All I know is he's a fantastic magician? Mathematician. He might be a magician. He's a magician with numbers, that's for sure. Oh, they've nicked it. Haaland. Nah. Crap pass from Gundogan. Oh, God, Newcastle's playing tomorrow. I'm not doing a live stream. I'm going. I can't do it tomorrow. I'm at the match. How do I forget about that? I've just done a video about it. That's on the Hold and Give YouTube channel right now, just in case you want to see it. Predicting the top 4 of the Premier League. Have you ever played the Soccer Saturday drinking game? Drink for every goal. Only say nicknames in the second half. No. No, I haven't. There's always been a little burning desire inside of me to do the Soccer Saturday drinking game where you go to the pub, start watching Soccer Saturday, and then whoever scores the first goal in the 3 o'clock kickoffs, you go to that town. Just get the train there. Always want to do that. I know in my look it would be the arse end of Scotland. Oh, what a pass. Oh, Kyle Walker. He doesn't get enough plaudits, Kyle Walker. Like, I know it's mainly pace, but he's such a good defender. Of course we're not all seagulls tomorrow. We're all magpies tomorrow. And all the time. Every day, every night. Haaland, De Bruyne. Oh, they're playing ticky-tacky stuff around the outside the box. Picked off. Modric on the move. Oh my God, what a pass maybe. No, Edison gets there. Nearly though. I don't think he's touched the ball yet, Benzema, has he? My concurrent views has just dropped down to 56. What is going on? It was on like 120 something. Terrible news for all concerned. If Man City do win the Champions League, do you reckon there'll be a bit of a fire sale on their players? What, do you mean Manchester City will sell most of their players? What do you mean by that, Frank Kingston? 118 there? Still says 56 on my back end here. Terrible news. What do you reckon? Tweddell, Madrid got a chance here or what? Of course they have. As Dale said earlier, they always come stronger in the second half. I just flashed a bit of knee there. Aren't you lucky? $118. We'll take that. Thank you all for watching. When a town alley gets there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. My YouTube just crapped its pants. Oh! Off the Denver bar. I don't know who hit that. I was looking at the chat. Tony Kroos. Striker. What a hat, son. I don't think Edison gets a touch to deviate the ball at all on that one. It didn't look like he touched the ball. Lots of banging coming from upstairs. Ooh, they must be watching the stream and saw my knee. Stones is off now. This new roll's great for him. Tries to spread it. Makes a right mess of it. Do you reckon he saved that, Edison? It didn't look like he changed the direction of the ball on the slow motion replay. Socks the waving cat. I reckon John Stones was trying to play with the outside of his foot. Swaz it out wide, but it went wrong. Silva to Grealish out wide. The Carbs are taking their time on the ball. Grealish now. Gundogan. Saved. Silva. Oh, floo-be-doo-be-doo. And I swore there again, but it's 2. Manchester City 2. Real Madrid 0. The ball's dropped in the right place there. That might be game over, you know. That might be game over. Madrid need at least 2. They are capable, of course they are. Benzema has not touched the ball yet, but he looks unhappy. Bernardo's at the double. You'd have got good odds on that before the game. Grealish is just waltzing towards the box with nobody near him. Then they get a bit lucky. It's a perfectly placed header from Silva. Oh, David Alaba. On the line. Can't stop it. Just can't get there. Bloody Nora. Fooby-dooby-doo indeed. I think that might be game over now. Kroos is in tatters. Silva's going. Passion. P-A-S-H-U-N. Passion. I do remember that, Aaron. We haven't really seen that. Have we seen that kind of comeback in Europe this season? Because it felt like there was a lot happening in the short space of time, that sort of comeback like Madrid did last year. I can't remember if we have this season, have we? Yeah, Madrid haven't got started, like. Isn't he tiny, Alaba? He can't be that small. How tall is David Alaba? That's the big question of the day. David Alaba height, 1.8 meters. Just 1.8. I think that makes it. Does it mean, Alexa, what's 1 meter 80 in feet and inches?
1.8 meters is about 5 feet 11 inches.
He's a bit taller than me then. I'm only 5'10" and a bit. Apologies if your devices went live there. Live? Off? Whatever. Whatever the right word is. Camavinga's brought down a man. I wasn't watching. I just saw a man sprawling. Good point. I didn't even see who was on the bench tonight. Players. Oops. Matches. Lineups. On the bench for Madrid, we've got Eden Hazard, who isn't even a footballer anymore. Asensio. Lucas Vasquez. Oh dear. Chouamani's on there. Danny fucking hell. Ceballos. Why have I gone blank there saying his name? Interesting that they've got Ferran Mendy back on the bench, but they didn't decide to play him today. I guess why would you? Why would you when you got Camavinga doing so well back there? Yeah, they've got no great attacking options on the bench there, Madrid. Nothing obvious. Silva hooks it out wide. Carvajal gets there. Benzema's cut off by Silva. Oh! Vinicius nearly got onto that one, but didn't. We're nearing half-time. You would think it's going to be 2-0 heading into the half-time break. I believe it's 0-0 in the playoffs. We've got Parmo Lord in the chat, keeping us updated. Hazard's arse rivals MJF's. Very interesting. Can't say I know either man's ass too well. Well, to be fair, I know MJF's arse well. Just because Matthew's in love with it. Anytime MJF's brought up, he always mentions his arse. His juicy double. His dumpy truck, whatever the flip that kids call it these days. All the best, Frank Kingston. That's an early start. 5:45. Couldn't imagine that. Thank you for watching, though. Two-nil lead is definitely deserved for Manchester City here. Madrid have hit the bar from distance, but that's it. They've not started yet. Manchester City could have had two more easily. Haaland missed one. Unbelievable, sort of block on the line from Courtois. But then Courtois pulled out one of the best saves you've ever seen. So Haaland could have had two headers. Rodri put one wide quite early on. And they've scored two goals. Manchester City are very good value for their 2-0 win. Oh, well, Leeds here, I should say. Akanji. De Bruyne. Haaland's on the move. Oh, he's not getting that. Excuse me, keep yawning. Gundogan. Out wide to Silva, who's probably been man of the match so far, you'd say. Him and Grealish are stones for me so far. De Bruyne's loitering edge of the box. Ah, Haaland's on his heels. Who's your man of the match so far in the chat? Let me know. I'd go for one of Grealish, Bernardo, Stones. One of those three. Or maybe even Courtois. Two very good saves. One unbelievable save, one very good save. Thank you, Emmett. It means a lot. Silva skipped inside again. Straight at Courtois. They need to do something with Camavinga, I think. Silva's got him on toast. They've given it away here. De Bruyne, back stick, Grealish. Oh, it's a bad touch. Was it a bad touch or a bad ball? It bounced right in front of him. I'd go bad touch, me. Just. They're relentless here, City. One more. I think that definitely ends it. Courtois flapping. Gundogan. Haaland. Akanji hit the ball. Blocked. Corner ball again. Madrid are all over the shop here. This could have been 5-0. Half time. No jokes. Pep's got a semi on the touchline. Oh! That was Pep's face he was doing there. That's how I know he's got a semi. That's an angry Manchester City fan in a luminous hat. Grealish with the corner. Courtois punches. Grealish again. He's given a foul. No, it's half time. Half time. Manchester City 2. Real Madrid 0. It's not looking good for Real Madrid. Manchester City could be 5 up. And that is no exaggeration. Oh yeah, no stoppage time added on. Interesting. Half-time snacks, I've got none. Just drinking some things. If there's any comments on the video that went live just before we went live here on the live stream. I've said live a lot in that sentence. Turn the sound off. If you've left a comment, I might be able to read it out right now. Jord97X says, A-star content, ignoring the fact Ross said Newcastle deserved to win at Anfield when they had 25% possession and 2 shots on target. Wrong offside decision at the end. That's why they deserved to win. Had a goal wrongly ruled out. Or at least get a point. Thank you, Matt Saxon, for subscribing. Here's hoping Newcastle finish in top 4. We deserve it. Loving the content, Ross. Thank you, George Kiernan, if you're watching this bollocks as well. And Quirdy, who was here last night, but I don't think he's here tonight, thinks it's Newcastle and Liverpool who will finish in the top 4. So yeah, that's a video where we predicted the top 4, which is live on the channel now. That's my girlfriend's wardrobe in the background there, so no, you're not seeing what's inside of it, you dirty perverts. Half time in the championship as well. 0-0. 1.5 games of football played and still no goals between Middlesbrough and Coventry. Adam Telford says it's very boring. Well, it's good to hear. I got the rough end of the stick last night. And I've had quite an entertaining game to watch tonight so far. If you haven't already, give the channel a subscribe. Give the stream a like. Like, spike, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Evening, Ross. Wonder what plans you have for the channel. To do football content. Have an outlet for that there football content. I don't know. Don't know, to be honest. I just enjoy having an outlet for football stuff. That's it, mainly. We're on 104 likes at the moment. If you haven't liked that stream, that there stream, give it a like. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. Let's aim for 120 likes. We're on 107. I'll be counting along with you. To rival Mark Goldbridge. I wish I was Mark Goldbridge. The amount of money he'll have. Do I think Newcastle have a chance at winning the Prem in the next 10 years? Yeah, the next 10. 109 likes, Ron. Thank you very much. Let's get to 120. 112. 112. Any advantage on 112? Can we get a like spike? 112. 112. Let's get to 120. I know you can. I can see you. I can see you there at home. You haven't liked, have you? Let me see your finger. Let me see your finger. 117. We're nearly there. Thank you very much. The Hole and Give Fantasy Football League is going to pop off next season. That's a good point. I never even considered making a Hole and Give football, Fantasy Football League, but that's a thing we'll have to do. 119. Who's going to be the 120th? Let's go. LFG kids, as we like to say. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. That went from 119 to 123 on my screen. I'm still not on board with BT Sports calling themselves TNT Sport. £5 entry. Every winner takes. The winner takes the pot. How would I even go about doing that with, like, presumably 1,000 people maybe in it, maybe a bit more? How would I collect a fiver off 1,000 people? I'll have to set up some sort of new PayPal address, wouldn't I? Do a Super 6 League. I'm banned from Sky, me. I don't know why. I've been trying to set up like a Super 6 account, and every single time I try, I get told no. PayPal. Go to their house and take it from them. The TNT rebrand is soon, but it's in the gap between the season, I think. This season ending, next season starting. Does that mean Wardlow is the champion of the TNT Sports? Technically, yeah. It also means that WWE are going to be broadcast on TNT Sport over here, unless the contract's up very soon indeed. Give out your account number and sort code and I'll send the money. I bet you will. Am I Ivan Toney? I've not played professionally, so I'm well within my rights to bet. That's a lovely finish from Silver for the first one. To be fair, it's a good finish for the second one if you meant to put it there. I don't know how quick the ball came at him off the top of my head. Gundogan blocked. Yeah, I think he meant to put it there, didn't he? He had a lot of time to think about where to put it. A mate of mine is banned from a certain fantasy football website for naming his team Fritzl Palace. I've never gone down the controversial route, like. But me and Kayla have got a team together this season that are called the Cheesy and the Achos. That's as controversial as it's got. If you turn up at my house, Ross, you ain't leaving because my nan legit loves you. Well, big ups to your nan. I see we're on 136 likes there. It would be lovely to get a 150. Just in case you're interested. Into your nan? That's the thing, innit, when it comes to fantasy football names. You don't want to pick a common one, like Murder on Zidane's Floor. Everyone's seen that one before. A, B, C, D, E, F, C, that's a fairly common one, I'd say. I wish I could read through the names of the teams in my league, but the app's on my girlfriend's phone. We've got a joint team this year, so we don't forget. We'll remind each other to do the teams. Because I've said this last night, but I'm one of those people who do it well for the first 6 weeks, maybe. 138 likes, thank you very much. And then when it comes to, you know, any point past October, I forget every week. And to be fair, me and Kayla have forgotten the past 2 weeks. Maybe 4 out the last 6 weeks or something. We've forgotten to do it, which is lovely. Panic at the Isco. My team was Ed, Edu, and Eddie. That's a good one. Chris Warner, don't agree with that one. Gangsters Allardyce is a classic. We're 10 away from 150. If you haven't liked the stream already, I'll never mention it again. Please give us a like. Hello, Kayla. She's in the chat. Puzinic at the Isco. Maddie McCannavaro. That there, but the thread there. Restless Wanderers. Real so bad. Tuchel for school. Tuchel for school. Idiot Ross. Reading things phonetically. Real Sociedad. Beheady Howe. Fair enough. Meet you at the hair bar. Another classic. That's about 10 years old now, and it must be. 12-13 season when Michu was a thing. Do you remember him? Rex your Nanaham. Now we're clutching at straws here. HC space C, thank you for subscribing to Hold and Give. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Sescan the City, that's a classic one. No Star of Promise tonight, Ross. I think I've got one left in the fridge. I might go have a look, actually. BRB. Won't be a second. Star of Promise we do not have. Ugh. But what I do have is a Taurus Cherry. A delightful beverage. Went to a Eurovision thing at the weekend. Did the weekly, well, did a shop at Aldi beforehand. Saw these, reminisced about years gone by. Coaster stuck to the bottom. And I remember enjoying the couple of cans I had. Yeah, Tony's Betting Tips is a topical name. Slumdog Minulay. Ball Sackers. Let's see if this is nice as what I remember at the weekend. Oh, the Taurus. Look at that lovely colour. Isn't it wonderful? It tastes like you would think a cheap cherry cider would taste. Right, the teams are back out for the second half. Good evening, Lee Fraser. We're 4 away from 150 likes. If you've not liked the strikes up if you've not liked the strikes, like the stream already. Give it the like. Give it the subscribe as well. When's the referee blowing? They've zoomed way out. I can't see the referee. Benzema ready to kick off for the second half. Let's see if the clock turns heel on me this time. You can see, oh, you can see my mouse was ready there. It's off. It's working. Fantastic. I think I'm a little bit, am I? No, I'm bang on. I don't think I would buy again, to be honest. I'd had a few cans before drinking the first can of Taurus at the weekend, and it's not for a first beverage of the evening. But, just like in football, how you can only beat what's put in front of you. 150 likes. Oh, I can only see 149 socks. You're ahead of me somehow. But 1 away from 150. There we go. It's just got on there. Thank you very much, everybody. Stuff like that helps us out. Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan Awobi. Obi-Wan Awobi. Obi-Wan Awobi. Obi-Wan Awobi. Obi-Wan Awobi. Obi-Wan Awobi. Oh, I'm going to sneeze now. Elephant. Taurus. Limited edition. Which means I'll never have it again if it's limited edition. It's suitable for vegans, which is good. 153 likes, thank you very much. It does feel like the World Cup was a year ago. If not longer. I'm not a fan of that. I'd only had 4 cans before we first won on Saturday. Goodness me. Man City with a free kick. GY Goliath, thank you for subscribing. Give it the game. De Bruyne's got a dangerous free kick in what he must call the De Bruyne position. He loves a ball in from this sort of position. Clips it to the back stick. Madrid deal with it. The Carbs have got it on the left wing. Inside. Gundogan. One more. Silva back out. He's made a right mess of that. But he gets it back. Madrid still have not started. I did have a can of PBR. One of the America trips we did back in the day. And it tasted like... This is going to sound weird. Imagine, right, if what you got in a can of beer was a plant. And if you washed the plant in water and the water was left over from the plant, PBR tasted like beer water. If that makes any sense to you. Imagine the beer in PBR was a plant. And the plant was washed and the water left behind is what they put in the can. I wish beer plants were a thing. I'd have a huge garden. Modric has given it away again. This is odd. This must be the game he's given it away the most ever. Piss water, yeah, piss water. A light beer. It's just not very nice, not very tasty, no flavour. That was my opinion anyway. I am at the match tomorrow, Kieran. I'll be in my level 7 seat. Next to the away fans. Oh, Benzema blocked. Grealish tackles him. Diaz gets it away. Yeah, me and my pals having a season ticket this year, so we've been buying tickets for every single game. Well, since the turn of the year, individually. And it's hard to get a ticket these days for a Newcastle game. I feel like they should have started Rudiger and stuck Alaba left back. I don't know. Yeah, you probably would, wouldn't you? Or at least made that change at half time. Jason Roche, or Roche, I was a bit too young for that. I was 10 when that season took place. In a single-parent home. So my mum wasn't going to go to the Champions League games. Alaba hits it. Oh, tipped over the bar by Edison. Shoots of hope for Real Madrid. That's a rascal moustache Alaba's got at the minute. Look at Pep on his knee. He's so dramatic, isn't he? There's 2 balls on the pitch. What's happened here? The Man City fans appear to have sabotaged Real Madrid's corner. He's hit that like Ronaldo's Alaba. So by the looks of things, because they were showing a replay there, Madrid have taken the corner, and Man City, the fans who had the ball from the free kick that was tipped over the bar, have thrown the ball on the pitch. Oh. Bounce ball, Man City get it back. Madrid were on the attack, weren't they? How's that fair? How is that fair? Haaland's never catching that. De Bruyne looked to try and get Haaland in behind. Hasn't worked. Did City have the ball? Fair enough. My one kind of Taurus is going straight to me head. Gundogan's in the box now. Turns back, gives it to Grealish. Grealish tries to play it through. It's a corner ball. The ball's bouncing for Manchester City tonight, that's for sure. I reckon there is an argument to be made for Modric being the greatest midfielder ever. I don't think he is, though. James Perch. That's where it's at. I doubted Tommy Wrestling. Deadline day isn't what it used to be, as we all know. Sky Sports spend the entire day over here in the UK just making up bollocks. So they have something to talk about. Header at the back stick. Modric away. Silva. Oh, I thought the referee was going to give it there. He kicked Valverde, didn't he? Vinicius looking to get on the counter, but Walker's there, so he's not getting anywhere near it. Back to Edison. Who plays it out wide to Grealish? Inside to Diaz, is it? Yes, it is. Gundogan. Fouled. He got lucky there. That was a foul. I'd say he is Lloyd. I'd say Modric is a better footballer than Makelele. Even though Makelele had a position named after him. Obviously. Deadline day used to be great. I miss it. Yeah, it did used to be great. And then the downfall for it started happening when Jim White started buying into the whole transfer clause bollocks with his yellow tie. The magic was gone. Nah, Scholes isn't the best. Gerrard was better than Scholes, everyone knows that. Grealish has got behind Carvajal, who fouls him. It's a yellow card for sure. I don't watch Ted Lasso. We talked about this last night. I gave it 3 episodes chance. It's too stereotypical for me. The characters, I mean, and the writing. It's too... It didn't make me laugh the entire time. It's not a show for me. De Bruyne's got the ball in another dangerous position. Whips it in, can't beat the first man. That happens way too often in modern day football, doesn't it? De Bruyne down the left. Can he whip it in? Whip it in, Kevin. Grealish in the box. Goal kick to Madrid. What's my unpopular opinion of football? I don't know. Not entirely sure. How can you say Gerrard has recency bias over Scholes when they retired within 3 years of each other? Gerrard just did more. Not saying Scholes was a bad player. Gerrard just had more about him. I don't think if you put Scholes in Gerrard's Liverpool teams, he would do the same stuff as Gerrard did. But if you put Gerrard and Scholes as Man United teams, I think Gerrard could have easily did what Scholes did, if that makes any sense. I agree with Lloydie Gargar there as well. Giggs was overrated. Big time. And again, I said this last night, shout out to Jamie Carragher for his combined 11 of Man United and Man City players. The Man United treble season and the Man City potential treble season. Because Giggs wasn't that good that year. Yeah, scored the iconic goal, obviously. But was it one goal and 3 assists, or 3 goals and 1 assist, something like that, across the entire season? Overrated. Unpopular opinion, Premier League is the greatest league in the world, richest by far, but the Bundesliga is much more entertaining. I wouldn't know. I don't think the Premier League's the best league in the world anyway. The best league in the world, in terms of sheer competition, is the Championship over here. Every year it's unbelievable. Both in terms of teams going down on the final day, trying to make the playoffs with the first few games. No, I agree with... not on Carra on that one, but on the Giggs one. Grealish has done more this season than Giggs did that season. It's in the stats. You can't argue with it. I know Giggs scored an iconic goal, but that's 1 goal. Grealish's numbers are far better. I agree with Carragher on that one. Because as he said, he was basing it off this season for Manchester City and 98-99 for Manchester United. No other time frame. That's why he started picking those players. Because he based it off the 1 season. What a ball by De Bruyne. Reversal. Was that 1-0 to Coventry? Nightmare for the batter. I need Middlesbrough to get there. I want North East teams back in. Yep, confirmed by Palmer Lord's reaction there. I don't pay much attention to League One and League Two, unfortunately. I do like watching the goals, though. You get some right screamers in League One and League Two every single week. De Bruyne on the turn. Oh, Gundogan's got it. Oh, he got lucky there. Carvajal back in there. They need a goal now, Madrid. Like you'd think. Vinicius air shot, kind of. Benzema retrieves it. Modric. No. He's had a bad game tonight as Modric. Oh! Just as I'm saying he's had a bad game, Grealish sticks it through his legs and gets wiped out. Oh, excuse me, you're in again. There we go. 40% possession in the second half for Man City. No shots on goal yet. Madrid are slowly coming back into it, but they've still not had that chance. That gilt-edged chance, I think they call it. Good evening, Norby. Modric has slipped over. I'd take him off. Nothing's going right for the guy tonight. Poor fella. Could be one of the games, the worst games of his career. Now they're passing and moving. This is Madrid's best move of the game here. Vinicius wiped out by Gundogan. That really does taste like piss. Cherry piss. Do not touch this stuff, right? The only time you can drink this stuff is when you've had a minimum of 3 cans before of something nice. Rudiger's coming on. What a substitution this is. Modric off, Rudiger on. So Alaba left back now, you'd assume. Rudiger centre half with Militao. And Camavinga centre midfield. I think Ancelotti's waited too long to make those changes at fullback. Keeper, no. Away by Haaland. Oh, De Bruyne might. No, he won't. Let's see, he might get there. Taurus tier list. I've only ever had the this monstrosity in the dark fruits flavoured. Never had the pear one. I don't think anyway. I can't remember having it. Bernardo on the charge again. Crow's titles in this time. Half an hour to go. I'll tell you what though, as I look at Jai's comment there in the chat, a Copperberg out the tap is unbelievable. There's 2 Weatherspoons in Newcastle that do Copperberg out the tap. And it hits different, I think the kids like to say. Silver again. Gundogan's got it in the box. Has he lost it? He has. Which probably depends your Camden Brewery glass from. This was a during lockdown. They did like a promotion on packs of Camden Pale Ale. So I got this fair and square. It took like 2 months to arrive though. I remember that much. No, I got that one fair and square. I've got a lovely collection in there of glasses I've nicked from pubs down the years. No shame in admitting that. Everyone loves nicking a pint glass. No cap out the tap, exactly. De Bruyne now on the charge. Blocked by Camavinga. Feels like maybe they should have done this formation from the start, Madrid. It's quite like a basketball, this game, until they get to the edge of the box. Then it all just goes wrong for each team in this second half. I don't know much about Borough. I'll be honest with you. The only reason I have known so much about the Mackhams is because of sharing an office with so many of them. I say so many. 2. That's more than enough. I've got a couple of Mackhams at home who are Mackhams. A couple of friends at home who are Mackhams. That makes more sense. Goodness me. Jason2393, thank you for the donation. Top man, and hopefully the content keeps coming. It will do. There only has, well, there was WrestleMania season, then I was ill for like 5 weeks. Which sounds like I'm talking bollocks, but it's not. I had COVID the week before WrestleMania, and then the weeks after WrestleMania, it went ear infection, flu, second ear infection, sinus infection, tonsillitis. It was like I woke up on a Monday every week with something brand new happening. It was so annoying. It must be what it's like to be in your 50s and 60s. Just something new every week when you wake up on a Monday morning. My GP said it was down to the COVID I had before WrestleMania. And me being susceptible to ear infections anyway, and all that stuff being joined up, your ear, nose and throat. Anyway, De Bruyne on the attack now. Haaland pulling away. Militao air shots. Haaland gives up. Madrid now back on the counter. Do I think the rumours of Haaland being a robot are true? Yes, I do. He was at least born in a lab. An advent calendar of disease. What a wonderful way to put it. Yeah, Holding Give's part of... It's not my personal channel. It's just me doing it in my spare time to get it to a level. And then maybe we'll make it part of our working weeks, but it's a million miles away from that ever happening at the moment. It's still very much a spare time thing. Like the videos you see being shot in the studio, they're all happening or kicking off at sort of 5:30 every day, so... It's an out-of-hours thing. But luckily, there's a few lads in the office who want to give it a go, so... Fair play to them for wanting to stay back after hours and do a little bit of content. Silva's on the attack again. Is Alaba going to fare much better than Camavinga did at left back? I do like how Manchester City take the pace out of every game they're in when they're winning. Game management is off the scale. Oh, De Bruyne's lost it there to Camavinga, but they've got it straight back. Oh, hit the referee. Is the Hold and Give logo inspired by the Inter Milan crest? No, no. Absolutely not. I'll show you what it's inspired by. If I can get it up on this screen, I will show you what it's inspired by. You got to go back to the 04-05 Premier League season as Madrid start their attack. See if I can get it up here. There he is. Can you see it? Can you see where the inspiration came from? Vinicius has gone down. Is he? No, he's dived. He's dived. Have I missed Tony Kroos being subbed off? I beg me pardon. But that's what the logo is inspired by. I think it's those set of footballs are my favourite balls. Oh, I love those balls. And the 2002 World Cup ball. Oh, those balls. We need a hold and give FIFA tournament against Cultaholic and Triple Jump similar to 2K. Good idea. Good idea. Might try and get that organised if people fancy doing it after hours. Manchester City are cruising at the moment. Tony cruising. Everyone loves balls. Up the balls, indeed. Hold and give footballs? We're a while away from that sort of stuff. I'm sat right here, Lloyd. I'm offended. I'm offended that you would suggest those two names when I'm sat right here. How dare you? Gundogan, Haaland. Oh, what a goal this will be. Oh! Courtois with another massive save. He's just about keeping the minute here, Courtois. 3 massive saves. They need to get Gundogan? My girlfriend says it like that. Gundogan tied down. New contract. He can't leave. You can't let him go to Barcelona. 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 Well, I'll commentate on my own games, Lloyd. Don't you worry about that. Oh. Oh, dear God. I keep yawning. I'm very sorry. It's very unprofessional. I need to trim this bit of my beard. It's sticking out a bit too much for my liking. Dearie me. Dearie me. Silva again is on one. I think it's game over. Tommy Wrestling, I was leaving the office earlier, and Joel, Opta Joel, said, Mane and Newcastle's a rumour. Which took me by surprise, as I've not seen it. I'd certainly take him at Newcastle if that's the case. Oof, I'd love him at Newcastle. Grealish again being a menace for Camavinga. Well, not just him specifically, for Madrid. Been one of the better players on the pitch tonight, to be fair to him. Mane's been linked with Chelsea as well. Wages may be an issue. Brentford win there, coming to BT Sport on Saturday afternoon when they go to Spurs. Oh, it's in. 3, Akanji's claiming it. I don't know who the bloody hell's going to actually have hit that one, but there we go. Game over. Manchester City 3, Real Madrid 0, 4-1 on the night. Manchester City's won the Champions League. Because that game last night, neither of those teams are winning that against Manchester City. Surely. Need to see this again. Was it actually Akanji's goal? Or is he just being a bit of a poo house? Is he onside? I think so. Is it Rodri in the middle there? Oh, it's an own goal. Is it an own goal? Yeah, it's off Militao. Akanji. You poo house. You poo house, Akanji. What's he asking for VAR for? I've got no sound here, so I don't know what's going on. He's given the goal, has he? Game over. 14-ish to play. 13-ish to play. To be fair, if you were Akanji, you'd try and claim it, wouldn't you? It is up to Man United now to stop this trouble from happening, because that game, I can't, unless you watched it. Who watched it last night? It was a shocker. If they don't win it this year, and they bottle the final again, will they do it with Pep? I don't think so. Well, it would be interesting if they don't do it again. If they got to a final, sort of, just one final, instead of the FA Cup and the Champions League. Put all their eggs in one cup basket, if that makes sense. That's the only thing you can see stopping them, isn't it? Just the fact that certain legs in the squad might be a bit tired. Who knows? Man City might get done for the financial stuff and they get stripped, says Aaron. Very good point. Good evening, Morgan. Give it a like, just in case you haven't already the stream. I'll ask you once more a bit later on. 160 at the minute. Let's try and get towards 200. It's unlikely. It's unlikely. I'm not streaming Dying Night, Emmett. You ask too much of me at times, you. Got a full day at work tomorrow. 9 AM thing. Can't be staying up too late. Yeah, and if you haven't already, if you're liking what you're seeing at the moment on the channel, give us a subscribe. Give us a subscribe. Up the like spike. Good point made by Afra there in the chat. No one gave Chelsea a chance. Ugh, that was hard to say. No one gave Chelsea a chance, but they won. Carvajal off. stream my workday. It's not very interesting tomorrow. That was Luca Vasquez. That didn't even look like him. I was trying to sit there thinking to myself, who the hell's that? Good night, Jive. Thank you for watching. Silva through to De Bruyne. Haaland's on the move. Cut out by Rudiger. The scoreline does not flatter Man City one bit. Excuse me again. Bloody Nora. Stones stepping up again. I'll tell you why this game's been won and lost for me. It's been at the wingers / fullbacks all night long. Grealish and Bernardo have been the difference makers tonight. And it took Ancelotti too long to make that change. Camavinga was getting torched for the first hour. Cool, we got to fit the Orns tonight. I need to snap out of this. It's been a very entertaining game. Well, fairly entertaining game. Good if you're a Man City fan. A nightmare if you're not. That Chouamani's come on. Madrid playing a bit now. The second best passing move of the game. Vinicius is in, is he? No. So, Benzema! Dinked. Hit Edison, I think. Vasquez. Saved by Edison. It's not Madrid's night, like. Not happening tonight. Go home. Get yourself an early night. Oh, Grealish having a little nibble there. It's Ceballos' legs. Danny Ceballos. Danny Ceballos. Whipped in, away by Diaz. Madrid are out of ideas, it looks like. You're thinking they should be scoring that attack they've just had there, like. Phil Foden coming on. It's weird how he's come out of the team recently. Is it weird? I don't know. Maybe it's just down to Grealish's form. Being ever so slightly better than his. Do 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 do. Here comes the BNP member, Phil Foden. Is he actually a BNP member? Back in my hometown of Morpeth in roughly the year 2009, I was thrown into moving traffic by a BNP member who looked like Kane. He was doing some sort of, like, I don't know, rally, is that the right word? Outside the town hall in Morpeth, he had like a stall and giving out leaflets and, you know, all that sort of bollocks. And we went there and egged him. Or silly stringed him, something like that. Made a mess somehow. He literally picked me up and chucked me into moving traffic. But is Phil Foden a member of the BNP? Because I had no idea. Aye, because I was like 15 at the time and not fully 5'10" and a bit inches tall. He did appear to be the size of Glenn Jacobs, even though I don't think he would have been. Maybe 6'2", 6'3", around that range. Big man. Apparently he was the dad of someone in the air below me at school. He was chucking kids in the road. Horrible man. Anyway. I've asked numerous times for Emmett to firm this up if Phil Foden is a member of the BNP. What am I going to get when I Google Phil Foden BNP? Mark Foden, business facilitator at the BNP. Nothing. No, nothing about that. I've been rizzle-razzled, I think. Grealish on the attack now. Back to Stones, who's playing left midfield now. Whoa. Madrid playing with fire back there. Risky business. I couldn't do that, Mr. Mid, because it was his daughter. You can't be doing that to a daughter. If it was a son, I might have given it a go. But the fact it was his daughter in the air below us. You can't be doing that to a lady. We're on 171 likes, everybody. Can we get to 200 by the end of the stream? If you haven't already, give us a like. Give us a subscribe. It's the hair on his face in general, fair enough. He does like a right massive, in my vernacular, chava. In your vernacular, probably, unless you're from over in the Americas and whatever. A chav. I like to think my way, the northeast way is the right way to say it. So I like to think that the chava is a northeast thing. Really should swap sides now. Akanji now. Out to Silva, who's way wide on the left now. Oh, Foden, what a ball that is from the BNP member, allegedly. Courtois, that was goal now. Oh, what a turn that is by Vasquez. Oh. Curtis Adams, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Alvarez on, Haaland off. No goal tonight for Haaland. He missed 2 great chances, although one of those chances, of course, produced one of the best saves of recent times by Courtois. Full stretch, tip round the post. What a save. You'd have to say it probably was, wouldn't you? Grealish's best performance for Manchester City. Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid, and he's been one of the 2 or 3 best players on the park. I tell you, I think it would be interesting if Ancelotti made that change earlier. Because Bernardo Silva and Grealish had way too much fun. Oh dear. Freedom. Yeah, but Barcelona won 1-0 in the Copa del Rey final, didn't they? I think I watched that game on BT a little while ago. Valverde and Bellingham will be tasty next season. Tasty, baby. Oh, I've dropped my thing on the floor. What a nightmare. That's gone out. That's not a foul. It went out before he fouled him. Grealish gets a yellow card. Yeah. Beg me pardon. Three minutes of added on time. 3 minutes, and then we'll bugger off. Oh, what a ball. Alvarez, 4. What a ball. I don't know who hit that ball. Lovely finish. Thank you to Eggy, or Eggy, E-G-E-Y. Eggy. Ooh, no. Edgy? I don't know. E-G-E-Y 21, thank you for subscribing. That was a... It is a thrashing, but it hasn't flattered Manchester City at all. They should be at least 2 more goals up than they already are. The 2 chances that Haaland missed. Who is it that played that through ball? Because it was bloody delicious. Foden. Is it Foden? Spider cam. Yeah, it is Foden. What a ball by Foden. What a camera angle as well. Ding dong. Hello, Glenn Jacobs, BNP Mayor. Get Alvarez at Newcastle next season, that's what I'm saying. He needs to start somewhere, doesn't he? He's too good just to be a bit part substitute like he is at the moment. 5-1 on aggregate. There is the... No, it's not. Beg my pardon. I've come too soon. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you very much, Emmett. Thank you for watching. Is it still 1-0 in the Middlesbrough game with 8 minutes added on? Inter going to smash and grab the final. That would be a turn up. There we go. Manchester City in the European Cup final. Real Madrid absolutely spanked this evening. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Elephant. Let's have a look what Middlesbrough are doing. We've got Middlesbrough on. I'll stay until Middlesbrough's over. Why the hell not? Let's get rid of that. Right. Borough on the attack. There has been 8 minutes added on. It's tipped over the Denver by the keeper. Come on, the better. Hep the better. Thank you, Socks the Waving Cat. I think the next stream I'll do will be on Sunday, I think. All being well. Corner. Dealt with by Coventry, kind of. Popped back. Oh, God. Pinball. I'll probably not stream the final because I'll be out watching it somewhere. Don't get me wrong. If Hold and Give was my full-time thing, I would do, but it's not. So I'll be out enjoying the final somewhere. Five and a half minutes left for Middlesbrough to get a goal. People are buggering off from the chat. Thank you for watching, everybody. Give us a like if you haven't already. Well, my goal was 200. We're on 181 at the moment. Heck, oh my God, Coventry are in here. Squared it, blocked, not happening. Middle's better on the attack. Oh, he's lost it, the man at right back. Thank you, Jay McKenna. Adam Jones is still here. $183. I'm on 186 now on my little thing here. Close to 200 likes. If you haven't already, please do. Thank you, Wolfsman. Thank you, Mahmood. Oh my God, what was that? He's had an absolute mare. Michael Carrot looks like a Next model. You know, Next, the clothing shop. Your man from Middlesbrough who looks a bit sloth-like is devastated. Christ alive, look at those woolly hats. It's like the lead singer from Wizard is a Coventry fan. Like Spike indeed, we're 7 away. Can you make the dream come true? It helps us a lot. Borough on the attack again. Whipped in, is it? No. Straight behind again. Middlesbrough's crossing. Letting them down here in stoppage time. We're back on the Mountain Dew for the rest of stoppage time. We're 6 away. We're 6 away from 200. God, the emotions of these crowd shots. Middlesbrough fans in... oh, there's a little girl crying. You shouldn't laugh. We're on 197. My time here is 95, 15, 16, 17. 2 and a bit minutes for Middlesbrough better to get a goal. 198 we're on now. 2 away from 200. God, if we get 200 likes when Middlesbrough's goal hits the back of the net. What a moment that'll be. 199. We're on 199. People in the chat are saying 200. How are you ahead of me in time? Ross making girls cry. It's the heartbreak of the playoffs that's making girls cry. 201. Knobs out. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Middlesbrough, thank you very much, everybody. Middlesbrough have a free kick in a dangerous position. I'm on 202 as well. Up the leg spike. Why has the keeper not gone forward? Oh, you got to drop this ball in that corridor of uncertainty. We all know what that is. Oh! Oh, he's hit the bar! How's he missed from there? 205 live on the chat for likes. Oh, he's offside. What a miss that was. I don't know how Palmerlode's doing in the chat, but Jesus, what a miss that was. He is offside as well. Offside flag saves him because that's a shocking miss. Just over a minute for Coventry to hang on. The Denver bar, Nathan Garrett. The Denver bar. The crossbar. The Denver. Why are Middlesbrough fans leaving? There's shots of Middlesbrough fans leaving. Unbelievable. Imagine being a fan and leaving now. Ball in. Corner ball. Everybody up for the better. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Keeper's walking forwards. Go on, keeper, head it in. I think it's that Stefan on loan from Man City, sorry, isn't it? Stefan. Ball's going in. Dealt with. Still in there. Another corner. Ho, ho, ho. Ding dong, ding dong. The keeper's not there. I'm sure he's walking forwards the way they were showing that shot on the screen. Whipped in again. Dealt with. We're 23 seconds over the 8 minutes and it's over. Oh. Condolences to Parmolord and other Middlesbrough fans in the chat. There's always next season. Imagine a full season with Carrick. You'd be fine. You've done very well to get where you are in such a short space of time. Yeah, such a short space of time. I'm having a stroke, I think. I better end it there before my voice completely gives up. A tap for it, it's happening now, right? My mouth has given up. It's been a long day of talking. Thank you for everyone who watched the Twitch stream earlier. Thank you all for joining me this evening to watch some Champions League football. Sunday will be the next one. Keep your eye on the channel for some content before then. You'll be fine, Parmo Lord. This next season. Alex Mumby is correct. Not been a good few days for northeastern teams. Let's hope Newcastle change that. I'll be there. Level 7. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you whenever the bloody hell I see you. Toodle pip.